Hi, I'm Ian Hill, and I'd like to show you a little bit more about what OZPost is, how it works, some of the different features of the product. OZPost is a drivable post anchor that replaces the need to dig a hole in the ground, mix concrete, and wait for it to dry. You can drive it in the ground with a sledgehammer, a jackhammer, or we have a manual driving kit where you can use a post driver or a sledgehammer. So there's a variety of different options you can use to drive your posts in the ground. Most of the decision comes down to how many posts you have to do and how quickly you want to get it done. OZPosts are hot dip galvanized. They won't rust. They have a 25-year warranty. They've been wind load tested to 120 miles an hour and load tested to 7,000 pounds. OZPosts are also equivalent to a 6 to 8 inch hole in the ground with concrete in the same soil conditions. OZPosts have a variety of tools for post installation. You can get more information on our website. I'll quickly review it right now. We have post pullers for removing your old posts, removing an OZPost if you need to. We have post anchors for chain link fences, your 1 5/8 round, 1 7/8 round, 2 3/8 inch round. Square posts for ornamental iron, 2 inch square, 2 1/2 inch square, and 3 inch square. A variety of different sizes for wood posts like 4x4 or rough cut 4x4s. Vinyl posts, as well as posts for large timbers like 4x6 and 6x6. We also have post anchors for deck applications, 4x4 and 6x6 as well. OZPosts can be used for a variety of outdoor building projects. Things like birdhouses, mailboxes, signs. Also more robust applications like fencing, decks, boardwalks, and various applications like that. We basically have a post anchor for all options. Be sure to visit our website to see all different ideas, photographs, and instructions on how to use our products. One of the most common questions about OZPost is, first of all, do they work? And second of all, how do they work? There's various two options to put a post in the ground. You can dig a hole and set it in concrete, or you can drive an OZPost into the ground. One of the things you're doing when you're digging a hole is you're aerating the ground so you can get your 4x4 or your steel post in the ground. OZPost works a little bit differently. We're actually introducing something new into the ground, which is super compact system. Some of the advantages of OZPost are that it's got a clear open bottom, so rainwater running down your post drains right out the bottom. Other advantages is if this is in the ground, when your weed whacker is going by, you're not going to be damaging your post, and it's not going to promote premature rot. OZPosts have very wide, long fins to keep the post very stable in the ground. One misconception that many people have is that concrete holds your post up and it's the strongest way to build a fence. In fact, concrete doesn't actually hold the post up at all. As you can see, the post just falls. So OZPost, when it's in the ground completely and installed properly, provides the same strength as a 6 to 8 inch hole with concrete as it does with OZPost. And the final most important thing that I cannot stress enough is with any building project, call before you dig. Driving or digging a hole in the ground could cause damage to cable, natural gas, or electricity and create a dangerous situation. Call before you dig. Another common question about OZPost is how do they perform in frost-prone areas? In fact, OZPost perform very well. This concrete piece here has been formed with the sonotube. This produces smooth sides, allowing the frost ground to move up and down. This is the best way to install a concrete post, but does take more time and is more costly. What occurs with frost is if the frost gets below the post, it can push it out of the ground. With this post here, we've got a large area on the bottom. If the frost gets under there and lifts the post, it will come up but not go back down. The difference with OZPost is there's basically no bottom. It's very difficult for the frost to push the post out of the ground. It also has smooth sides like a sonotube or a formed concrete foundation, allowing the ground to move during seasonal cycles. Now I'd like to show you how to install the T4-850. This is one of our most popular products for building fences, decks, more robust heavy-duty applications. There are three installation options for the T4-850. As with all installation options, we recommend using a post level. Wrap around the Oz post. So, the manual driving kit has two pieces. You've got your driving rod that has the spacer attached. If you happen to be driving another size post, you can put any of the Oz post spacers on this driving rod. One of the easiest and most convenient ways to drive the post in is with a post driver. You can easily see everything that's going on and drive the post in the ground. The other installation option with the manual driving kit is the sledgehammer. The easiest way to do it is put the post adjustment bar in, have the helper hold it while you drive it in the ground. The last option, and one of the most popular for large projects, is the Jackhammer Installation method. Jackhammers are available at every rental store across the country, and you have a driver that fits into the jackhammer. Get the driver in, lock it into place, drop the spacer in, put the jackhammer in. The jackhammer method is very handy. You can direct the post easily, front to back, left to right, to get it exactly plumb. It goes quickly, so only go in an inch at a time and keep checking level. Once the post is halfway in the ground, it's basically picked its course. You can just drive it the rest of the way. There's a variety of options on how far you can put your top sleeve in. You can leave it 100% out of the ground, half in, half out, or you can just keep driving it buried completely. If you bury it completely, use only glue, half and half screws of glue, or all out screw and glue as well. That's it. Screw and glue method, the glue will dry up in about 24 to 48 hours. So that's what we're going to do now. Once it reaches the bottom, we're going to let the jackhammer run for a minute or two. If it's the middle of the summer and the ground in the area is very firm, I recommend running a soaker hose around the area to soften the soil to allow the compaction with the jackhammer to be the best possible compaction. As you can see, the Oz deck is very firm in the ground and won't go any further. There are a couple of options to install your deck. You can put your 4x4s in and rest your beams on top. If you're building a very low level deck, you can side mount your beams so you can get a very low deck as low as 7 inches. There's more information on our website at www.ozpost.com or at www.ozdeck.com.